We're celebrating the start of 3 contracts. One extends the carpool lane going southbound in Novato. One extends the carpool lane going northbound to help clear traffic out of the interchanges in Novato. And one reconstructs the Redwood landfill interchange, along with frontage roads and bike paths. And we're going to talk a little bit more about those as we go through our program and hear from our distinguished speakers.
This day you could not have ordered just more beauty to share for a wonderful event like this, to kick off this great project, 1.5 miles that will ease the commute for folks from Marin as well as Sonoma.
So I do want to highlight this bike path because we're not all just about freeways here. We've done a lot of effort and we work with property owners and the park. We've going to have some very serious opportunities for bicyclists. The project for B1 has 3,100 feet of Class 1 bike and over 6,000 feet of Class 2 bike paths. And there's about 1 mile of dedicated bike path inside the park. So the park's been a terrific partner moving these projects forward, and it's going to be fantastic for bicyclists and pedestrians during that time period as well.
It's a very difficult task, the Marin Sonoma Narrows. Anybody who's involved in it knows how difficult it is. I am particularly delighted that over the next number of years, as we rebuild the Petaluma River Bridge, and as we do all of these things, I'm going to be attempting to use Lakeville Highway as often as I can to avoid getting on the 101 between Petaluma and Novato.
The narrow corridor improvements will put all these driveways and access points onto a frontage road instead. The old highway will be improved to freeway standards, making it much safer. A full-service freeway interchange is being built at Redwood Landfill. The project we initiate today is really much more than a highway project. It continues the carpool lane for carpools, van pools, and transit. It builds a continuous and linked set of bike and pedestrian pathways off the highway, links to multi-use paths that already exist, links to the smart pathways also. The bottom line is it takes workers to work, goods, services, and visitors to our local communities, and folks home to friends and their family. That's really what it's about.
Local elected officials in Marin and Sonoma County, and I know Cynthia will remember this, formed a policy advisory group called the PAG, and to decide what are the priorities for this 17-mile stretch from Marin to Sonoma County. They prioritize safety improvements, providing frontage roads to be able to close over the 50 driveways that come into and out of the Narrows. These same frontage roads will now include bike pedestrian pathways that will get bikes off the 101 shoulder. I mean, can you believe that bicyclists ride on the shoulder of 101 in the Narrows?
In Novato, I hear this referred to as the Novato Narrows, which I quickly try to remind people, no, not the Novato Narrows, it's the Marin Sonoma Narrows, but that doesn't go over too far. But I look forward as we continue this project, there'll be a time when this is no longer known as the Novato Narrows or even known as the Narrows. The Marin Sonoma Narrows project not only builds the continuation of these carpool lanes, but also makes sure that bike and pedestrian needs are met by including the construction of a continuous system of bike and pedestrian facilities. These multi-use pathways will supply commute options, increase access to our recreational areas, provide access to our upcoming smart train stations, and provide yet another benefit to climate change. The city has been supportive of the Narrows project, working closely with TAM and Caltrans to design sound walls throughout Novato as a part of the project to protect our neighborhoods from the freeway noise. And the city also thanks Caltrans for agreeing to build more sound walls, specifically in the Orange Avenue area. So we thank you so much for that.
As we narrow that gridlock and that gap of from highway to freeway, we really need to make sure we close that gap. This truly is the most critical infrastructure project right now to be able to keep the North Bay economy going. And obviously the recreational component, with tourism being such a big part of the economy, is also very, very important. We can't tell you how much we appreciate that you're trying to do the construction in the most sensitive manner possible, with the least amount of impact on the commuters and on the businesses by doing it at nights and weekends. It'll be a godsend. It'll make all the difference in the world, because we already are having trouble attracting talent to the North Bay, of being able to get people to want to come here. And if we give them major hurdles like more and more traffic, it's going to be another deterrent. So thank you for working with us to help keep that economy going.
I would like to invite our two contractors up if they would like to say a few words, only if you promise not to leave the lane closures in too late and not to drop anything on Highway 101. So Mike Gelati and our representative from Gelati Construction, maybe you'd like to say a few words.
No, but this is a great honor. I'm sorry Dick Gelati can't be here, but this is a great honor. Working through the counties between Sonoma and Marin, it's always great to be close to home. And Mike in our company, we always seem to be right next to each other. Did the same thing up in Santa Rosa. We did it in Marin County. Always right next to each other, and it seems that we seem to work well together.
We look forward to doing this project safely, as Brian and Gelati Construction also have a goal of making sure that everybody goes home safely at the end of every night. We hope the traveling public agrees with that and drives safely through our projects, and that we construct this project, the whole segment, on time and under budget, and do so in the safest manner possible. Thank you all for being here, and it's a great day for Marin County.